It was just another Tuesday in Maplewood, the kind of town where nothing exciting ever happened, until time froze. Literally. At exactly 9:17 a.m., every clock in town stopped ticking. No one noticed it at first. Except for one 11-year-old girl named Zara. Zara's discovery. Zara was late for school, again. Running out the door, she noticed something odd. Her mom's phone was stuck on 9:17. The bus hadn't arrived. Birds in the sky weren't flapping their wings, they were just frozen midair. She blinked. Rubbed her eyes, nothing moved, except her. Walking through frozen time. Zara stepped outside, cars stuck mid-turn. A spilled soda mid-float. A kid mid-sneeze. Everyone, everything, perfectly still. Is this a prank? A dream, she whispered, but it wasn't. She wandered downtown. No phones worked. No one responded. She was alone, in a world paused until she saw a glowing blue pocket watch, lying in the middle of the road. The pocket. The moment Zara touched the watch, time twitched. A cat blinked. A breeze whispered, the watch had something to do with this. She opened it. Inside, it said, fix what is broken. Time will follow. But what was broken? She had no clue. So she ran to the library, the one place in town where answers still lived. The librarian who could move inside. One person wasn't frozen. An old librarian named Mr. Ellis, dusting a shelf like nothing was wrong. You too? He asked, not even looking up. Wait, you can move? Of course. The watch chose you, didn't it? Zara held up the glowing timepiece. He nodded. Then, it's your turn now. Turn for what? She asked. To fix the town. Every 100 years, time chooses someone to make things right again. The rules of frozen time. Mr. Ellis explained, the watch only works in frozen time. She can rewind moments. Or fast forward them. But only if it helps others, not herself. People don't realize how broken things have gotten, he said. No one listens anymore. No one helps strangers. No one looks up from their screens. Time had stopped, because people had. Fix what's broken, he said again. Start with the small things. Mending moment. Zara walked the town. She helped an old man who had dropped his groceries. She rewound a moment where two kids fought, and helped them share instead. She fixed a shattered flower pot with a turn of the dial. She paused by a lonely girl sitting on a bench, and left her a note, you matter. With each act, the town glowed a little brighter. Wind began to stir. Leaves began to rustle. Time was responding. The temptation. But then, she saw herself running. Late. Missing the school talent show. The one day she had planned for months. Zara stared at her frozen self, standing outside the school doors. The watch ticked in her hand. She could rewind. Walk in on time, and win, just this once. But she remembered Mr. Ellis' words, only if it helps others. With a deep breath, she turned away. The last fix back downtown, she saw a man arguing with his son. The man's face was angry. The boy looked afraid. Zara rewound time gently. And instead of yelling, she whispered into the father's frozen ear, listen. Not everything is about being right. Sometimes, it's about being kind. She hit play. The man paused. Then hugged his son. That moment, the watch flashed gold, the hands spun rapidly. Time returns. Zara blinked. Suddenly, birds chirped. A car honked. Kids laughed. Time had returned. Everything was normal again. But Zara knew better. She looked down. The watch had vanished, but something else remained in her pocket. A tiny note. You remembered what others forgot. Time thanks you. A changed town. Back at school, no one noticed anything had happened, except Zara. She smiled more. Helped more. Paid attention. Soon, others did too. The town began to feel different. More alive. More connected, because sometimes, you don't need to stop time to change the world. You just need to use it well.